Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be doing a paddle comparison. This is going to include full paddle replacements and the overlays to your existing paddles. Let's get into it. All right, we're gonna change things up a little bit. We're actually gonna start with the most expensive paddles because they're the most talked about right now. And there's a few myths that we've been seeing online on Facebook and Corvette forums that we would like to cover. The very first myth is that the travel distance between the OEM paddle and the new paddle, the magnetic ones, is greater on the new ones. So we're gonna show you that that's actually false. The OEM paddles have a 1/4 of an inch travel distance. The new magnetic paddles have an 1/8 of an inch travel distance. Now, the new paddles do sit back a little bit farther. They don't have as much of a curved angle of attack as the factory ones do. So that might be where people are thinking it's a farther distance because you do have to have your hands back more, but the actual travel distance is half. So myth busted on that. All right, so here in my left hand, I have the new magnetic paddle, and in my right hand, I have an OEM paddle, which is out of a Z06 with a carbon package. The one thing about the magnetic paddles, which set them apart from every other one that we currently offer, is this is a full OEM replacement. That's also going to reflect the price because it is the most expensive right now. It has the soldering board in there, it has the mechanisms in there, full plug and play. You don't have to swap any of the internals from your factory paddle to the new one. There's just a black surround bezel piece, which we show in our install video. That's the only piece you have to swap. So compared to everything else, which is gonna take more time to install, these are a simple plug and play, and you can truthfully do the install in about 5 minutes. Don't have to disconnect the battery for any of these. It's really easy to do. With the magnetic paddle, this is a full billet paddle. They are going to be offered in different colors, probably around early to mid 2025. But right now we're offering it in kind of a stealth-like finish. This works well with your silver trim, your stealth trim, or if you do carbon fiber trim, it goes with all that, and most of these will as well. But with all the tooling and the mechanisms and everything that went behind this, that's why the cost is what it is compared to everything else. Because again, you're having to swap everything in comparison. So moving on to the next paddles, we have our Paragon Billet paddles. So going to be a similar finish to the magnetic ones. However, right now we do have a few extra color options available, which is going to be a clear silver, a red aluminum, a black aluminum, and a blue aluminum. These also have more of a raw-like finish, so you can see all the machining marks and everything. Similar to the magnetic paddles, we do have a lip on the back side of it that kind of gets you that grip feeling to be able to shift. Now with these, you are going to have to be swapping all of your internals from the OEM paddles to the new ones. Not a bad task by any means. Usually takes about a half hour to an hour, a couple little small components in there. It's not going to change the overall feeling of shifting because you're keeping all the same internals, but it gives you that kind of raw billet look. And with the color options that are available, you can kind of customize it to your needs or your liking. Next, we're going to go to another full replacement, but this is going to be in carbon fiber. So like our Paragon Billet paddles, you are going to have to swap all the internals again to these new ones. These are going to be in a carbon fiber with a red, white, or blue plus and minus sign for your shifting. OEM-like carbon fiber weave, so if you didn't get the carbon fiber package from the factory, you'll be able to put these on, and side-by-side comparison, which will show you the unit with the white minus sign is an OEM out of a Z06. The unit with the red minus sign is an aftermarket. So when General Motors came out with these, we kind of actually thought that they were using the same manufacturer that we were using. Ours is a little bit taller in comparison to OEM, but they're dang near the exact same carbon fiber weave. So it's nice to have that where you're not going to be mismatching. So now that we've covered all of the paddle replacements, that is either again with the magnetic paddles where it's just a full OE replacement, or the billet or the carbon fiber where you do have to swap parts from your OEM one to the new one. Now we're going to go into overlays. The nice thing about all of these overlays is that they will work with every paddle that's OEM on your car, whether regardless if it is the silver one or the carbon fiber one. All of these overlays will work with them. These do not require any disassembly of the paddles coming off the vehicle. You can simply slide these on over or behind the paddles while it's currently installed on the car. So it is truthfully a super easy install. So starting off with our Paragon overlays, this is going to cover the top and the bottom of the factory paddles. Put the top piece on first, put the bottom piece on next. That's it. Simple and easy. These come in a color variant of red carbon, black carbon, forged carbon, and blue carbon. So similar to all the other colors that we're offering, you can really customize it to your choice and your liking. Last, the most affordable overlays, and this is only going to be on the back side of the paddle. So if you want to keep that carbon fiber front or the silver front, but you want to change the back a little bit, you can just add on these rear stick-ons. These are going to be offered in the black, blue, and red carbon, but then also have a silver carbon. So this is kind of something cool. If you have that silver key fob from us, it's the same exact weave pattern. With the rear backing replacements, it does add quite a bit of material on the top side, so it kind of gives you more of an exotic-like feeling and look because it extends it past your steering wheel. As you can see, the factory paddles don't really come up that high. This one does. So quick, easy comparison video with all the paddles that we do offer at this time. And again, the magnetic paddles are the most popular right now. They're the most anticipated, and we will have those other color variances around that middle of 2025 or early at best case scenario. Any of these options are going to be great for you if you're trying to add any customization to the inside of your car, change the look, change the feel, the shifting and everything. If you have any additional questions or want more of a breakdown of any of these, let us know in the comments. Otherwise, that's gonna tidy it up for the paddle comparison video for us that we offer right now. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you in the next video.